Hey everyone, okay, got a great question on my Snapchat, BrianK019. So if you're not following my Snapchat, I open it up every day for Q&As. You can ask me questions back and forth. I've got this one a few times, so I'm going to do a full video on it. Basically, if you're a GA player, how can you build size on your legs and not have it affect your speed? I'm going to do a video now that's going to actually explain how to build size on your legs and improve your speed, because you can do both. What I struggled with first, the reason I built my lean body GA program was when I started training first, I was doing all the hypertrophy, the bodybuilding style movements and parameters that I thought were going to make me a better athlete for GA. But the truth is it actually did the reverse. It slowed me down, increased my risk of injury, and it made me less mobile on the pitch. So I built my entire lean body GA program based on the premise of you can look the way you want to look, but you can perform better. It's a combination of combining hypertrophy with strength and conditioning, with metabolic conditioning, and then merging and building a program from that. So what I would advise you do, if you're trying to build size on your legs, structure your program. So depending on the variation of the program in my lean body you're following, so whether it's muscle building, fat loss is your goal, performance, power, speed, regardless of whatever it is your goal, there's different programs based on your goal. So if you were trying to put more size on your legs and improve your speed, how I'd structure your program is do your hypertrophy parameters, work within your 8 to 10 rep range, but make sure you're working for slow negatives and explosive power and explosive positives, so that you're working within the parameter that's going to tear the most fibers, which is going to allow the most growth, but you're also working for a tempo that's going to mimic how you play on the field. So for example, if you're doing a squat, a goblet squat, a barbell box squat, a wide squat, regardless of what it is, you may be working for 8 to 10 reps, but you're working for slow negatives and explosive power, explosive positives, so that you're going to get the best of both worlds. Then make sure that you're building in hypertrophy parameters, 8 to 10 reps, alongside movements that are going to actually improve performance, making sure that you're doing walking lunges and stepping through your heel and pushing through your glute on the non-lunge leg, so that you're getting your glutes to fire quicker and getting that muscle to activate faster. So the faster your glutes fire, the faster they activate, the faster you can take off and the quicker you can be on the pitch. So what you want to do in an ideal world is get your glutes to fire automatically as soon as you take off, shift left, right, or straight ahead. And the more you activate them in the gym, the faster they click into gear and the faster they take off on the pitch. So what you want to do is build in working in the hypertrophy ranges for your quads and your hamstrings, and you're tearing those fibers to build back and elicit enough growth, assuming your nutrition and supplements are on point. But make sure that you're doing the glute work and doing functional movements that aren't just one plane of motion. Like if you go in and just do barbell squats, 10 sets of 10, and just do that, you're not going to get any of the performance improvements that you can potentially get by structuring your program in a way that does your hypertrophy, it does your metabolic conditioning, it does your strength and conditioning, and doing movements where you're tweaking side to side. So for example, you might do a barbell squat or a barbell box squat, you might follow it by pop-ups from the floor, you might do it with dumbbell pop-ups where you're popping up through your glutes, you may do dumbbell walking lunges where you're pressing to the glute and the non-lunge leg. These are just variations of exercise from different versions of my program to give you a bit of context, and then put them all together, work within the hypertrophy parameters, but make sure that you're doing movements that are getting your glutes to fire as well as your quads, so that you're getting the best of both worlds. Assuming you're tearing enough fibers and you're eating enough nutrition to support the growth, and you're eating enough calories and eating enough amino acids that will support new growth, working within that range and working with that kind of program and working within those systems means you're going to be able to build more size in your legs and actually be faster. Muscle isn't an indicator of slowness. I'm probably the fastest I've ever been at the biggest I've ever been, but it's because I've been building that into my program. That's the goal, and whatever you set your goal for and you have the right program in place, you work towards. Just because you're holding more muscle in your legs doesn't necessarily make you smaller. Look at Ronaldo. Any of the top athletes, Ronaldo's got big, massive quads, and he's one of the fastest players because his glutes take off faster than everybody else. So that's how you want to design your program, so that you're able to build your legs, build more muscle in them, and actually speed yourself up and make yourself faster. So the program design is key on that, and then getting enough, making sure your nutrition and your supplements are based on the recovery, so that you're able to optimize every workout and you're not going to suffer on the pitch from lack of recovery from your nutrition and supplements. So I hope this video helps. Please tag your teammates below. If this is on Facebook, you're watching it, I'll be replying to comments in the next 24 hours. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and catch you guys soon.